I'm making a quick video on my iPhone because I don't have a nice laptop that can record video. So my phone may make some kind of weird noise while I record, but that's the best I can do. A little update on me. I'm pregnant now, so it's my third slash fifth if you count the twins miscarriage I had. So it'll be my fourth pregnancy. And this is the worst pregnancy, on top of the miscarriage, because I've been dehydrated 3 times so far since I found out in October, and it is no picnic. Oh, I don't know where to start. As soon as I get my first ultrasound done, next week after, I start throwing up. I'm like, okay, normal morning sickness. I've been through before. No brainer. Next thing you know, it was going on a lot more. Like, it stopped for a while. Maybe I was throwing up probably like 2 or 3 times a day. And I'm like, okay, well, normal. I was going to work and everything was fine. And then some days, the next day, I feel sick and stuff. I'm like, okay, the normal thing is going on. So, everything was going okay till I got more far along, maybe a week after. Started storing up even more, and this time I was like smells, any kind of thing that I was smelling, um, looking at food was making me sick. I'm okay. I don't know what's going on, but it's getting worse. So I was like storing up so much. I was storing up bowel, and I was getting dizzy. I was getting lightheaded. I was like so sick, and I gotta go to the ER or something, because got to that point I couldn't even go to work because I was so dizzy. I couldn't get up to get my kids ready for school, and they had one more week to go till they was out for holidays. So I tried to work through. I said, I asked my boyfriend Rob, I like, hey, can you do this for me? Can you get them ready for school? I don't feel good. And he saw me throwing up back and forth, so he really had no choice but to do that for me since he lived with me. And he was getting them ready for school and stuff. And later that day, after they got picked up by the bus, we gotta go to the ER. And we went there the first time, and he drove his car, and I drove mine because he had to go to work, and I had to go to work, assumingly, just to get checked out to see what's going on. And so since I was like so early, I was like probably like 10 weeks at the time, 11 weeks almost, and they said, oh yeah, you probably dehydrated. And they said, we're going to give you some IV fluids and stuff. And I said, okay. So they gave me one little bag of IV fluids. I was in the hospital, I think, 9 o'clock till close to 3 o'clock. So I had to, hurry up fastly and get the kids from school before 3, because I wasn't home to meet the bus. So I had to go to get them from school. So I was there less than 6 hours, I'm assuming, airplane. So, I felt very fine after I got that done. I'm okay, good. I'm eating now. Everything's going good. So a week and a half later, back to the same state. I was throwing up repeatedly again, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I was like, okay, I'm dehydrated again, and I was trying to hold off the emergency room because I'm like, I just went and I know that bill's gonna be high, and I was trying to get my insurance going through, which I did get approved for, but I was just waiting for my insurance card to come through the mail. So I went ahead and said, okay, let me try to drink some water and try to weigh it off and stuff. And they got me some pills. I don't know what's the name of them, but they ordered me some nauseous pills to take. So I went ahead and took those. They did not work. They really made me, well, they did work, but they made me worse after I took them. I was having headaches, repeatedly, chest pains, really mild. Wasn't that bad at first when I started it, and I'm like, well, it's just a symptom of the medicine. And wow, it was just helping, but it was not helping enough because I was still sick. So took those for a while. Doctor said, well, just keep trying them. It's gonna be fine. So I get to close to now, and this was recently. I had to go to the ER once again. And this time we had a little plan done. This time had the kids situated and everything like that. But they had school the next day, but they was closed because of snow. So that was good for me. So I went to ER, and they told me I was very dehydrated once again, and they had to keep me overnight, which was gonna suck for me because they go back to school the next day. So Rob had to get them ready for school back at the holiday break. So after he did that and everything, I was in the ER and making sure everything was okay from my end. I'm like, they got ready for school, everything's fine. So staying in the ER overnight was terrible. I could not sleep, and I was supposed to go to labor and delivery, but they really put me in this floor with a lot of elderly people, I will say, and I was like, I couldn't go to sleep at all. Nurses, people checking you, came in the door in and out every minute. I couldn't even go to sleep. It was worse than being at home with my kids knocking on the door really, literally. And I was devastated at all, really, because I wanted to go home. The bed was uncomfortable. I was having side pains, and on top of that, before I went to ER, the reason why I went because I was having very, very bad chest pains. These chest pains was up here, and it felt like I was dying. And I tried to sleep it off. I couldn't sleep it off. The next day, I'm like, we gotta go to the ER and stuff. And it was a symptom of the pills they gave me. So after they gave me IV in the ER, and then let me stay overnight and gave me fluids, which really was very slow versus the ER IV fluids. And they gave me some Zofran in my IV, and I felt fine. So right now, I'm fine from the third time in the IV, having the IV done to me. And now I'm to this point of a medication for alternate because it's a chance I'll get back to that point again. So they recommend me to get Zofran and Denises, something with a D. It's some kind of high drug, and I really can afford it right now, and my insurance not gonna pay for it, of course, and so hopefully I can get some kind of coupon or something to afford it, but right now I don't know can I get that pill, so I probably gonna be doing the Zofran, and I heard that it won't work, but in some people it won't work, but I will see, and hopefully everything will go good this time. So please pray for me because this is the first time I had this problem. My first with my two boys, I was having raga on and off morning sickness, and when I got to the second trimester, it vanished. And I'm almost to the second trimester next week, but you know this is horrible. If this was my first pregnancy, I couldn't do it no more. And I really think this is a girl this time because a lot of people with the AG or HG they say mostly had girls with these symptoms of dehydration, and but they say it's not morning sickness, it's dehydration HG. So it's some kind of other name for it. So it's not morning sickness. It's something way different. It's like a sickness. And mostly they find it with women that pregnant with girls have this, because girls have hormones in their body, which I did read online, with your hormones and the baby hormones mixed together, woman, cause all this craziness to go on. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm hoping this is a girl. And so far, by looking at ultrasounds, and I had one done because of the pain I was having to make sure everything was okay, because 3 times in the ER, well, 2 times in the ER before, they did not even check to see the baby was okay. They didn't check for heartbeat. They did not do any ultrasound at all. And I have an app on my phone that I can hear the heartbeat, but I wanted to actually make sure and visualize, see, that the baby okay and everything. So the baby is fine. The heartbeat did go down a little bit. It was 190, and I think now it's like 170 or something like that. Because when the baby get bigger, the heartbeat decrease down a little bit. But so far I'm still thinking it's a girl. I kept looking between the legs when they said everything was fine. I first was worried about the baby, and after they said everything was fine, I was like, okay, let me see, is that a girl or boy? Me and my boyfriend been having dreams about having a girl, so I'm thinking this is a girl. And we already bought girl stuff. And when I did look at the ultrasound, I didn't see any poker thing between the legs. So I'm thinking this is a girl. I saw like a little E, kind of like shaped like this, which they say is the girl private area, the vibe, something, the pregnancy brand. I keep losing words, but I'm thinking it's a girl, because right now, doing this time with my boys, what I didn't find out, I was pregnant with my second till I was 5 months. But with both of them so far, my nose was growing. And I noticed that when I was pregnant with Matt and didn't know, my nose got a little bit bigger, which I thought was like the season during that time was like sick and all that stuff, cold, whatever was going on. And I was working, so I was having allergies going on, so my nose was getting bigger. So far, my face got a little bit rounder, as you can see. I did gain a little weight everywhere else, and my nose is still the exact same size. But if you saw my other pictures when I was pregnant with them, I had a big nose. My nose got a little bit chunkier. This one is not like that, so I'm thinking it's probably a girl. I'm not breaking out that much either, so and it's kind of weird. I thought it was the other way around with the breakout with boys versus girls, but my skin is more clearer now if I am having a girl. I hope I am, because I bought a lot of girl stuff, really a lot, and I will show you my belly, which I don't have any pants on, but I'm just gonna show the front. This is my belly. I ate something earlier this morning during lunch, so it's gonna be a little bit big. But as you can see, it's a little bit. I'm like carrying up and low than I was with the boys, so it's a little bit different. And I heard, when you have another baby, your uterus is already stretched out, so it's a chance it's like already like that. But this is a long video, and I hope it goes through on YouTube good. But hope it does. And plus, my hair grew. I washed it so it got all raveled back up, but my hair got very long. So everything is fine, and so far, and I haven't been taking my prenatal vitamins no more because I've been sick, and they said, when you do take prenatal vitamins, it also causes you to get very sick too. So they told me just to, eat vegetables or something like that till I'm fine enough to start eating my prenatal vitamins again. But anyway, that's the end of the video, 15-minute video, and I will keep you updated. I have tape from that.